Hello, Kilby Tigers and families. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today I'm going to be walking you through a platform that students have access to that teachers may be using to push out lessons. I'm going to be using it to push out daily number talks to students. So I just wanted to kind of give a little tutorial on how to get there, how to navigate it, and what the number talks presentations are going to look like and how to complete them. Okay, so students can get there through their Clever badges. So if they just sign in with Clever and hold up their badge, we're going to be talking today about Nearpod. So that's the one that looks is in a blue circle is a like white rhombus. Okay. They could also get there by typing nearpod.com into the search bar, which would bring up a site that looks like this. All Nearpod is, it's a presentation platform, so it's kind of like PowerPoint, but so much better. It's engaging. It's not just slide after slide after slide. The students can interact with the slides, and there can be videos and field trips and all kinds of cool things. So that's what Nearpod is. So when you get to this site, we are not doing sign up or log in. Okay, the students don't need to sign up for anything. They don't need to log into anything. The teachers give them a 5 letter code that they're going to type in to join a lesson. So down here where it says students join a lesson, you're going to type in the code that your teacher or myself give you. And then you click on the blue go button. Okay, and those blue arrows are how you kind of navigate through the site. So then it says welcome to the session and you put in your name. So I'm going to put in my name and maybe you put what classroom you're in. So if you're in Miss Funches or Miss Della Rosa or Miss Chris, whoever your teacher is, maybe put that in there. Not necessary though. So I'm going to click join session and it's going to come up. So the first slide in this one is a video. So I know that because down here at the bottom, there's the play button and the bar showing the progress. So the student will have to hit the play button, okay, and it'll come up with the video. This one is just me talking for the first part of it. You can change the volume on it. I have it muted right now. You can change the volume on it by clicking on this. This is full screen. I'm going to pause it there. This on the side, this blue or like this notes page, students don't need to worry about that. That's more for probably older kids if they want to have save the notes from their teacher or send the notes themselves via email. They don't, but like for number talks, we don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to let the video play. This video is about dots and how they see the dots and how they could see the groups of dots. Like we don't want them seeing just dots in isolation and counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. We want them seeing groups and putting groups together. So it's really getting at how students can kind of manipulate numbers. So if there are so many dots, maybe they see it as a 3 and a 2, or they see it as a 4 and a 1. So different ways to kind of decompose numbers and think about numbers as parts that are put together. Okay, so I'm only going to show the dots for a few seconds, and then you click to the next screen. So the next screen comes up with a poll asking how many dots did you see? And I have recorded everything, so the students don't need to be able to read. Just by pressing this blue record button, the students can listen to the directions. So they'll click how many dots they saw, and they only are clicking 1. So I saw that I saw 9. So always before clicking this blue arrow, they have to click submit, okay, on anything that they're doing. That sends the answer to me, okay? Then on this next screen, it gives the directions at the top. And again, I need to edit this because I don't have the recording there where I read the directions to them, but it's asking them to draw the groups that they saw. And I can get rid of this by clicking this blue arrow there. Or just by, if I have it open, I can click down here in the canvas. So they're going to use their fingers or their mouse or trackpad to draw on the screen. So they're going to draw, well, how did you see these dots? Maybe they saw 6, just like they see on a dice or a number cube, and then they saw 3 extra. So they didn't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They saw 6 because they recognized it from a dice and then 3. So again, before we click on the next arrow, we have to click submit. So I'm going to click submit. That sends it to me. Okay, so this one I do have the directions recorded for them. So this is where I'm going to write the addition equation. Okay, and you should only have one addition equation. So I'm going to again use the same thing I did before. I clicked down in this area to get rid of the directions. So when I did my addition equation, I saw a 6 and a 3. And I know that when I put 6 and 3 together, I make 9. Okay, you don't have to worry about this because I only had 2 add-ins. Okay, 6 was one add-in, 3 was the other add-in. It made a sum of 9. Okay, before I click on this blue arrow, what do I have to click? Yep, submit. That sends it to Miss Swadley. Okay, so now I'm going to ask the students to see the dots another way. Okay, same slide, same grouping of dots, but I want you to try and find it another way. Again, I have the recording of all the directions so they don't have to be able to read. Okay, we're going to click on the blue arrow to move to the next screen. Again, I've got the directions at the top and it will have the audio with it. To get rid of that, I just click down here in the drawing area. Okay, so now, again, I'm clicking on my tools. Maybe this time I saw a 4, and one more. And because I know my doubles facts are easy. So before I click that blue arrow, what do I click? Yep, submit. And that's going to send me to the next page. So you don't really have to use the blue arrows if you're clicking submit. Okay, so this time I didn't have 2 add-ins. I had 4 and 4 because I knew that was 8, because that's a doubles fact I know, and one more. So you can see that this time I didn't have just 2. There are only 2 blanks here, so I could do 4 and 4, but I don't have space for my 1, so I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to write it down here in the space at the bottom. And I know 4 and 4 is 8, and one more makes, and they don't have to articulate all this, but if they can, that's excellent. Okay, so I just want to see, can they make the addition to match their groups? Okay, so then we click submit. It moves us to the next page, which is just a thank you. So make sure to check out my web page for lots of different games and activities and websites, virtual learning experiences that you can do with your students. But doing these number talks or these dot cards or whatever the number talk of the day is, it's about 5 minutes. So please try and get them to get the code and log on every day. The kids enjoy it and I enjoy hearing from them. So, and it keeps their mind sharp. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for doing these with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day.